Okay, I think this is on. Hi guys, my name is Jenna and I had posted the template for the Evernote blog silo that Russ put together, and then to use for our own clients we put into an Evernote template because that was easier for me to use than the Excel spreadsheet to get all the information that I wanted and to be able to drag and drop the things that we use and I want at my fingertips. So I can't remember his name right now. One of y'all had asked me to make a quick screen recording on how to use it, and that was one of the big complaints when I deal with other people, I'm teaching them how to use it, is they don't even know how to save it so they can then use it. So I'll walk through that real quick and then just peruse real quick. I mean, it kind of operates the same as the one that Russ has in Excel. And then if you have any more questions after this, please just answer in the comments. So let me see if I can minimize this. Okay, so I'm in the Elite Commons. Let's see where that is. There we go. So from here, all you have to do is click, and this is going to pop up in your web browser, and you'll see it here. And in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a Save to Evernote. And what that does is this is actually my file that's in my Evernote. And for you guys to be able to use that, you're going to have to save it into your own Evernote file. So to do that, it's not too difficult. Like I said, just save to Evernote, and it's going to take you this. It automatically takes you to the Create Account page. If you already have one, you can sign in down here. If not, you can create a new account. They are free for a base level account. If you're going to be using it a lot, you'll move up to the premium one really quick, and I like that one because it's secure for all my information as well. So I'm already signed in, or I can sign in, but it's already in my files. So for those of you who are not familiar with Evernote, you'll get two very different Evernotes if you try to use the web version, that one. The web version, I find it more glitchy, and it doesn't always work as well, and it just operates a little differently. So if you are going to use it, I do recommend ignore like my 5 million browsers. Go ahead and install it actually on your computer. Plus that has like a nice safe backup. I thought I had this open. The other nice thing is you can search. Oh. Come on. Make sure I'm using a good one. Okay, this is my template. And I'm going to duplicate this just so I don't write in my main one. And you'll see it put up, copy up here. So once you save it into your file, it is yours to use. Please don't distribute. But this is, I mean, you'll see a lot of what Russ has here, and we've just kind of modified it to how when we build web pages or we do SEO and content for our clients that we use it. I have some of the common pages that I have when I'm creating funnels for clients up here. To me, these numbers are fairly meaningless. You can, inside any one of these blocks, click on it, right, or double click for me, go down to tables and insert row below so you can add more pages for your website. I keep the actual pages up on this top side. Did they add new ones? I can't remember how. They've made some changes to tables. I keep all these separate individual pages in my WordPress sites up on the top in general, so that I just see them differently as when we're working with individual categories inside the blog post for like SEO. So whatever your page type is, I typically put the name that I actually name it in WordPress under right here, page type. That way that if I'm looking for a particular page, I can find it quickly by that one. I'm sorry, no I don't. Page type is how I refer to it. Page name is how I put it on the WordPress site. Sorry about that. Over here is the keyword that I would like to rank that page for, the title tag, and then over here I copy paste in the full link. So not just putting the slug, I mean, I'll write out the slug the way I want it for my guys to put into the web page when they're designing it. But I do want that full link there so I can really quickly access it just by clicking it. And then you notice it says finished, and that's just am I finished with that page. And with Evernote, you can just click and unclick, which is really nice. So I think, as an example, if I wanted to rank for digital marketing, that would be the keyword. My title tag might be warfare marketing, a digital marketing resource. That's absolutely not it, but you get the idea. That's my title tag, and my link over here, https://warfare.marketing/digital/marketing. And then it'll automatically create a link for you that you can just click, and when I'm done and I'm completely done building that page, I'll click that I'm finished with it, and that's just to help me keep track of where I'm at. So what you'll understand more closely to like what Russ does is down here, and for the where I put my blog post, this top one is going to be your category. So Digital Marketer has one like conversions or something like that. I would put, that would be my category name here, keyword, title tags, links, all that right there. And I do have those as one separately because that's the one where you can click on that link and everything in that category pops up. The second one that I worked from is the pillar post, the content. That's the one that we're working right now with the Digital Marketer Elite. And it's the same up as above. My page name, keyword, title tag, and my slug over here with the exact link. And then when I'm completely finished with that one, I'll mark it off as being complete. Down here below, you'll see the different posts. These are going to be the individual posts that I want pointing back at that pillar post. In the beginning, I might point away from the pillar post to somebody else's website if I don't necessarily have enough content on a client page or our own page, but I need that information in there, and that would help the client, or sorry, that would help the reader better understand the material, or if we sourced it from somewhere, linking out. But I do like to eventually build a post on our own sites or client sites that would be that content that we need in that pillar post, and typically have this post linking to all these different posts at some point, and these posts all linking back to the pillar post. And then as Russ described, you're constantly linking to that pillar post. That is your core piece that when we start doing social media for clients, especially the the evergreen social media, that once a week we're pointing to those pillar posts on Twitter and Facebook and Pinterest and LinkedIn and all those different ones. That's the core one, right? But all these are the supporting ones that help create it. And there's one of these each for each one of the categories on your WordPress blog pages. So if you have 3 categories, then you should have 3 of these. If you have 8 categories, then you should have 8 of these. And if you've ever seen Ryan, and he does the stick figure, and he's like going from this side to this side. We kind of recommend the same when you're building these out. So build out one whole complete category that you want to focus on before you move on to the next one. Just for rankings and some completeness, start with the one that means the most to you, that your bread and butter. So like for one of my attorneys, it's public intoxication. So as a criminal defense attorney, of course, we can do a blanket criminal defense, but that's really hard to rank for. But public intoxication is the bread and butter for the business. And so building out a blog category that's specific to public intoxication is much easier and much more profitable and brings the cost down. And, after you do public intoxication, maybe you do DWI, which is also incredibly expensive and hard to rank for. And then criminal defense is, your overall blanket. But keep the bread and butter, keep the one that's going to perform the best for you. Do that one first. Get that pillar post written for it in the next, what are you down to, 8 days? And I'm right there with you because I don't have it on my own page completely and done. Get that done, and then work on your supporting post. Somebody else had asked, how long does it need to be, and everyone had answers across the board. These posts over here, these little ones, they definitely need to be at least 300 words. The pillar post should be more. we usually go for at least 2,000 words on a pillar post minimum to start, and then we base it off of how much information does it need to cover the full entirety of what somebody wants to know when they land on that page. So if you have any questions, I think that kind of covers it. You can copy paste these if you need more or you want some to practice in. And it takes everything over. It's not like Excel, so it's not going to do any calculations for you if you put like sums or anything. This is just it's almost kind of like little mini Evernote or Word pages inside here. So let me give you an example. Like as far as typing, you can literally type, and the box will just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Love that. The other thing that you can do that I like is well, sometimes, wrong one. I will sometimes import a picture. Let's see, where's mine, so I'm not giving away my clients here. So here's one of my little guys. I can drop a picture in there, and so I have the picture file, and I can literally turn around and save as this image if I ever need it. So one of our goals was for me to be able to run the business wherever I'm at, whether it be Dallas or Belize. And this enables me to do that. So if you're building your own post, whether you're working with VAs or you're working with yourself, it can be sometimes really confusing if you've got, maybe a computer you're saving images on, maybe you're using Snappa or Photoshop, or maybe you have multiple computers. So we have me alone, I've got a desktop, a laptop, an iPad Pro, an iPhone 6 Plus. So that's like 4 devices. And the nice thing is with like the Evernote Premium, or I think even Plus plan, you can have the exact same templates and information. They will, or not templates, for you they'll just be files, across all your devices, and it automatically brings that information in. So if you build these, like let's say your key picture for your blog post that's going to have your alt tags in it, so you need at least one image with alt tags in it. You can drag and drop that. You can create a separate column, or add it underneath the link. Like, let's see if I can. Did I miss? Oh, yep, I missed half of mine. So let's say I put a link here, HTTPS. This is what I typically do. Warfare.marketing. This is where I normally pick the image. And so I have my link and my image right there. But I can turn around and save this. So if I'm on my computer, I make the image, I drag and drop it over here into the file. If I'm on my phone, though, I can turn around and download that image. When I'm working with my VAs or my employees, I can turn around and I can have this, I can share this individual note or an entire notebook, and I can add, helps when I can spell, I can add my guys to it. And they can come in here and edit and change, or I just can give them read permissions. You can also come up here and get a public link so you can share it with everybody. That's actually how I use my templates. So if you build something that you want to share with the digital marketer community, you can copy that public link and share it inside the, on Facebook or something, and anybody can click and read it. They can't change it, they can read it. But that way I always have my image, I always have my links, I always have my information. For my clients, this means at any given time they can come inside this note and see what we're working on and where we're at, and that usually gives them some peace of mind. But as far as like using it, like I said, it just puts everything in this one little spot. With Excel, you can bring a picture in and you can do certain things with it, but I didn't. It wasn't my preference to work in it, and I did not find working in Excel easy from like my cell phone, or it can even be a little cumbersome on the iPad, even with the big iPad Pro. So if you have any questions, I think I covered more than you asked. Bad habits. But let me know, ask a question, and I will try to answer it to the best of my ability. All right, bye.